So, welcome back, students, to your channel Infinity Education. Before starting, those who are new to my channel, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for further notification of the videos. And along with these, please like and share these videos. So, let's start today's topic of discussion. Balancing chemical equation using digital way. So this is the name of the application which is written at the bottom, PHET, right? And the top you can see the balancing the chemical equation. So you just click on the introduction. So you can see the interface. When we click on introduction, we get at the bottom you can see the three equations with along with the reactions. So first you can see here combust methane reaction is there, along with we can see if we click on separate water you can see the equation related to with water, along with you can see ammonia reaction in front of you. And you just click on this tool button, you can see here balancing tools for balancing the elements whose atoms you have to balance, and this is the another way for balancing. So we are going with one by one with each tool. Okay, so let's go with balancing this tool. The first equation which is in front of you is that is make ammonia. So students, you can see here we have two types of elements, right? We have a nitrogen and hydrogen. So we have a nitrogen as well as hydrogen. You can see here this one is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. Same here, this one is the left hand side and here this is the right hand side. So now you have to increase the number of atoms. Okay, so if I click here along with the nitrogen gas, so you can see in the left hand side you can see two molecules of a nitrogen, as well as on the RHS side the two atoms of nitrogen. But in the right hand side we didn't have, right? So we will increase the number of atoms in the right hand side of the equation. So see, if you increase it, here hydrogen is increases along with the nitrogen. So firstly students, we go with the nitrogen for balancing. Okay, so here we have a nitrogen 2, but here is 1. So we have to increase one more. Now students, you can see here nitrogen is balanced on the both the sides, right? But what about hydrogen? Hydrogen is not balanced. So we have to go with, you can see here in the right hand side there is 6, but for the left hand side we didn't have. So you have to work for the reactant side. So when you increase the hydrogen by just increasing the number, you can see here is a 2 because we have two molecules. Again you increase one more, you can see here 4, but now we have 6, but we have to equalize. So just click one more. Now students, the reaction is balanced. You can see the happy face, right? You can see here on the both sides of the nitrogen hydrogen, both molecules we have which is nitrogen and hydrogen are balanced on the both the sides. Okay, so this is the way of balancing chemical equation. Let's go with the separate water. Now for the separate water, we know water is a molecule whose formula is H2O, that gives hydrogen gas along with oxygen gas, right? Now for the elements, we have hydrogen and oxygen. We have to balance. Here is it 0 0, so it's showing balance, but we have to equalize on the both sides. So how you will go? Now you can see for hydrogen, we in the left hand side increases by 2, but in the right hand side there is nothing. For oxygen it is 1, but in the right hand side there is nothing. You can see here also one molecule is there with the hydrogen. So this is the way of a representation of a hydrogen molecule. Now we have to equalize. So we have to work upon the right hand side. Now the hydrogen seems to be balanced, as equalized on the both sides, 2 and 2 atoms, right? But oxygen it is not balanced. So how we are going to balance? Clearly it is reflecting on your side, which is in the left hand side we have a 1 oxygen, but in the right hand side we didn't have. So you just increases. Now you have increases. Here it's a 2, but here is 1. So that means again we have to balance the chemical equations. So if we increase on the left hand side, now oxygen is balanced, but hydrogen is not balanced. So that means we have more hydrogen in the right hand side. So now students, if I increase it, increment one value, so see how happy faces, what emoji, you can, both hydrogen and oxygen elements are balanced on the both sides. So this is the way of balancing a chemical equations. Okay. Now let's work upon the third equation, which is combust methane, right? Now we have here three elements. First is carbon, second is hydrogen and oxygen. So we have to balance it here, because here we can see hydrogen is 4 but here is 2. So it is not a balanced. We need to be balanced this equation. Okay. So how we are going to balance those equations? You just work upon these things. Firstly, come with carbon. Carbon have one atom on the left hand side. Let's increase on the right hand side also. So here both sides are balanced, right? But if we talk about hydrogen or oxygen, they are not balanced. So we need to balance one by one. So how we are going to do? We have to see, firstly go with oxygen. So let's go with the oxygen. Oxygen seems to be balanced on the both sides, right? Here also just increasing by 1. But hydrogen is not balanced. Here is 4, here is nothing. So just increase. Now again there is deflection of hydrogen as well as oxygen. Hydrogen is 4, oxygen, again here is some deflection. Why? We have to firstly go with the one element to be balanced, right? So go with increasing the hydrogen in the right hand side. So yes, students, now you can see carbon is balanced, hydrogen is also balanced on the both sides, but oxygen is not balanced. So how we are going to with the balanced? You just add into RHS side. So this is our RHS side, increases to. Now students, now see, is it correct? You have balanced all the elements along with the atoms on the both sides, balanced ones. This is the way of balancing a chemical equation at the right point of time. So students, you can change here the tools. See, after changing the tools also you can see the balanced one. For carbon we have again for both sides 1 1. For hydrogen again you can see here we have 4, and for oxygen again we have 4. If I change separate water, see, you can see here right hand side and left hand side are equal. Hydrogen is 4 for both sides and oxygen also balanced for the both sides. And if we talk about make ammonia, so here also nitrogen is 2, right hand side and left hand side again have 2, and hydrogen in the left hand side and the RHS side again we have a 6. So that way you can balance the chemical equation. So students, I will share the link. You can perform at your own pace. So I will write it down the link in the description box. We will meet in the next video with the interesting topic. Thank you.